What if piglins in Minecraft could do redstone? I mean, just think about it. They're already super strong, not super smart though. What if they could? What if their brain capacity was over like 5? What would they do? Well, I'm here to figure that out today, folks. Welcome to What If Piglins in Minecraft Could Do Redstone? Dude, stop walking into the lava. Jeez. So first up, we all know that piglins hunt hoglins, right? We all know that. And if you don't, where have you been since Minecraft 1.16.5? Like, seriously. But anyways, I feel like they would have a little bit of a hoglin farm, you know, just in their base if they could do redstone. So yeah, I'm gonna make a hoglin farm. How do you make a hoglin farm? So I finished the hoglin farm. It was pretty easy, not terrible. I had to add in the spawner and kind of cheat because we're not technically in a crimson forest, so hoglins can't actually spawn. But I mean, who cares? It works. I feel like they have magma spawners, magma cube spawners in there. They can get a hoglin spawner. Oh my gosh, baby. So next up, I think that the piglins, I mean, they really love gold, right? They love gold. So they would have some sort of mine, right? Sort of like a tunnel bore, maybe. So I'm going to build that up and see you when I make that. So I'm going to be honest. I have never made any sort of tunnel bore before. I have no clue how they work. The only time I've ever seen one is when Mumbo Jumbo made one in Hermitcraft Season 7, and when Green and Scar blew up Doc MCs in Hermitcraft Season 10. That is the only times, those are the only 2 times that I've ever seen a tunnel bore. With that being said, I don't know why I said with that being said. I mean, I need to just look up a video. I got the tunnel bore done. Unfortunately, I tested it without recording. Sorry about that. I had a couple failed attempts before this, so I just kind of got tired of recording. Yeah, so let's check it out. So when I press this note block right here, the TNT gets launched, it explodes, and then I can just press it again, and TNT gets launched, explodes, and then I can, you know, just keep on doing that for as long as I want. Really expensive. Hey, here, we got some gold. Because the 3 ancient debris. These, if you didn't know, are the only blocks in Minecraft that can be moved with a piston that are blast resistant to TNT. So this is the only block that we can use. And then we also have a TNT duper right there. Don't ask me how that works. I have no clue. So we've got the mine done, right? We've got the mine done. But what about all of their other stuff? And actually the materials from the mine, right? I mean, they gotta have a place to put them. I mean, I don't want to make a storage system, but I mean, we're gonna get so much loot from this that I feel like I just have to. Oh no, don't die. No! Rest in peace. I just realized an issue with the sorting system. Most storage systems use water. And we are in the Nether. Those things generally do not mix. So what I think I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to get some slime. I'm basically gonna need to ice launch this. So you see, if I drop that ice right there, or against the slime block, when I press this, it won't launch it because I'm stupid. The blocks will be launched, right? So I can just drop items right onto this dandy little contraption right here and shoot them across the ice. That's gonna make this entire storage system so much more complicated. You have zero idea how annoying this is gonna be. Oh, I'm gonna be here for hours. The storage system is finally done. Looking at my recording, that took me actually a lot shorter than I thought it would. It took me like 40 minutes. So it's pretty easy. As you can see, no water, because, you know, the Nether. This build really sucked to make because I had to use a lot of obscure stuff to make it work. Trust me, it works. Just hold on. See? So basically what's happening is when I put the items in the chest, they go into the dropper, which then dispenses the items. The items drop down into here, this little chute thing with an observer, not observer, which will detect when they've fallen because there's a little piece of string inside, and that will launch them across into this tunnel where they'll be lined up so that they can be picked up by these hoppers. Again, same system here. This is just here so that it doesn't get clogged up and this doesn't fire at the same time as this because that breaks like the whole thing. So the chests will line them up so they're perfectly in between these two blocks right here. So they'll still be on the ice but also be picked up by the hoppers. They get launched by this, and then it's basically just a normal storage system after that. Every single one of these is gold blocks. So let's see how it kept up pretty nicely. I mean, it wasn't too bad. All of these are gold blocks because they're piglins, and they're obviously gonna have, you know, infinite gold. They're piglins. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm actually really happy with this. I had no clue how I was gonna make this. I had zero ideas. So I'm really happy that this ended up working. So after that huge success of a build, I started thinking, and this is the next day, so I was thinking about this last night. And piglins, they're fighters, right? They're, you know, ultra kind of battle, always ready and ready to fight you no matter what you do. So they're obviously gonna have some sort of like prep room, or like if they need to get into battle fast, they're obviously gonna have a room where they can do that. So let's make this sort of armor room with a couple of little redstone contraptions so that they can get ready on the spot. So the room's all done. Pretty simple. I mean, one entrance here, one entrance here, one entrance here, and one entrance here. So the first thing that you have to have in any armory, you know, is an auto armor equipping station. So I'll build that up. These are always super simple, so it shouldn't take me that long. So like I said, these are super simple. I mean, I don't want to break this, so I'm just going to look around. All it is a button, 4 dispensers with all the armor in them, a block, and a piece of redstone. Then you just stand right here, press the button, and boom, you're sorted. And I chose gold because they're piglins. So again, sticking with this sort of war armory theme, piglins, they need their weapons, you know, their golden axes and their golden swords and their crossbows. And they're also, I mean, they're gonna need food, right? At some point, they're gonna need to eat. So in these 2 walls, I'm going to make food and weapon dispensers. This side will be crossbows, and this side will be sword and axe. So I'll build those up real quick. So I've got the 2 things down. It's pretty simple. This one's a little bit more complicated. I'll show you them and then explain it. So this over here, super simple. You get your axe, you get your sword. Super simple. And this over here, this will dispense out 10 golden carrots for you to enjoy while you're in your battle. Going into here, this is a pretty simple circuit that I just overcomplicated because I do not care. And there's no point in me making it super compact because it's not like it's taking up space. I mean, they've got a mansion in here. So basically what it is when I press this button, if I can get back to the button, when I press this button, piston gets pushed, and these observers look at each other, firing this off 5 times, and since there's 2 of them, you get 10 drops. Actually, I have an idea. What if I do that? Fill this up. Boom. Now you got 15. So that is the armory done. Next up, let me figure something out. I've thought of something. Oh, I thought of something. Again, piglins are very combat focused. They're a super war sort of race, I guess. I don't even know what to call them. They are very warlike. You know, they got axes, they got war axes, and they got swords over there. That's a zombie piglin, but that's whatever. And these guys will attack anyone. And that means that they must have a state-of-the-art practice facility. So what I'm going to make is a little training room, I guess, with some, I guess, mini games is what you could call them, for combat practice. So I made the first mini game, and I call this Bullseye. It's super simple. Easiest wiring I think I've ever done on a redstone build. And the reason it's called Bullseye is because, I mean, for this one, you don't need to get a bullseye. This one's just kind of free, so you'll get less points for this one. But this one, which is a little bit farther away, you have to get, see how close you have to get to the bullseye to get an arrow? If you get too far out, you won't get an arrow. The reason I have 2 is because creative mode. And the wiring and the redstone is actually super simple. It's literally just some redstone into a dropper, which is underneath the floor. It's so simple. It took me 2 minutes in the recording. Like, it is the easiest thing I've ever done. But next, I'm gonna make a pop-up game. And if you know what I'm talking about, these are really hard to make in Minecraft. So, wish me luck. So for those of you that don't know what this game is, pop-up is a game, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be making it, where there are two sort of, it's like whack-a-mole, basically. That's a good comparison. Pop-up is like whack-a-mole in Minecraft. So what's gonna happen is there's gonna be two sticky pistons, right? With slime on top of them, and then armor stands. And the best way to make a random, I guess, number generator in Minecraft is with droppers and non-stackable versus stackable items. So if you don't know, there are two different outputs from a dropper and hopper depending on, there are two different outputs from a comparator depending on what block is in it, or what type of block is in it, or item. So if I just grab a diamond sword, or diamond axe works too, and then some dirt. Droppers are already random. Okay, I'm gonna do this the real way, and the probably worst way, which is like this. So, dropper with two items in it, boom. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at explaining myself while I'm doing redstone. That's my bad. So what will happen is there's a random chance that either the diamond axe or the dirt will get popped into the dropper, right? So when I press this, there's a 2 output. And why is this not refiring? Because that's in the wrong spot now. Basically, depending on what type of block is in this dropper, there will be a different output. So a normal block, stackable, will have an output of 1, and a non-stackable block will have an output of 2. Now we can use this to our advantage because droppers drop whatever's in them randomly. So pop it. Oh, it's pretty fast. Let's add 8 there. So if we pop it, that time we got 1. This time we get 1 again. Now we get 2. So that's how that works. So what I'll do is I'll have this circuit and I'll put it into each of these pop-up things, each of these. And obviously that will just make them randomly pop up, and what you have to do is you have to punch it out of the air. Alright, let's test this game. So I'm in survival world mode. I'm gonna give myself some, actually this is fine, whatever. So if I press this, I hit 1. Now wait for that to settle. Why is that one still up? Why is that one still up? Press it. That one still goes up. Press it. Both of them went up. Oh, I'm terrible. Now that one's stuck up. Got it. Okay, I'm really happy with that. I think that works pretty well. And I think that that's it for this entire build. So I'll go in chronological order. First up, we have this Hoglin farm that I had to cheat on. Sorry about that. This has actually been running the entire time, so let's see how well this is doing. So 20, 55, and 16. That's pretty good. And then if I can find my way back down. Next, we added in a little mine thing down here, which is a nice tunnel bore, which if I click right there. I was messing with this a little bit, so it may look a little bit different down here. Works super well. Get a ton of gold and some ancient debris out of this. That's super nice. Fly back up. We added a little storage system that only takes gold. If we just go up here and plop in our gold, we can see it all work in live time. Just wait. In a second. There we go. So these are all getting nice and sorted. And there's no extra down there. And it looks like all of them, mostly all of them went into here. Just a couple stranglers, that's fine. And then next we did our armory, which is, oh, everything looks the same here, which is right here. We got our 2 armor equipping stations, our weapons, and our food. So that's all awesome. We go over here and we've got our little archery game. Get an arrow. So that's all good. Next and lastly, we go somewhere. I have no clue where this is. What? Right down here, right here. All bastions look the same. I'll make a little bridge here. There we go. A little bit more accessible. We got our little reaction time mini game. So boom, hit. Awesome. Boom, hit. As always, thank you very much for watching. Have a great morning, noon, or night. I'm sorry this one's a little bit longer. I was having a lot of fun with this one, so I just really wanted to pack it in. Anyways, I'll see you next time.